The increasing amount of graffiti in La Puente decreases the city's reputation. That it represents violence and mockery towards buildings or gangs or anything like that. You usually see it on trucks or buildings. And the reason why it's important is because it represents the reputation that we have in the city. The people that are affected in this is 4,435 people, and that's usually the population in La Puente. And the people that are affected in this are homeowners, property owners, landowners, buildings and businesses, and the community, of course. And they're impacted because it chances the city's safety. We did a survey with 4 simple questions asking about the graffiti in La Puente.
That's a cold ass honky.
Little description?
Okay, my name is Hector Velasquez. I work for the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. I'm a lieutenant. I'm assigned to a men's central jail, and I've been on the department for about 26 years now. Yes, I believe graffiti is a major problem, and as far as who is responsible for the graffiti, I think a lot of our youth, young individuals are responsible for most of the graffiti that I see in the neighborhood. I believe they're using it to express themselves, which is their constitutional right. I think they're using it to for other means. The community sees one type of graffiti. Law enforcement sees graffiti as a message. Who's responsible for it? I think the community, the parents, educators, media.
I'm Jose Ramirez, and my title is maintenance worker for the maintenance department under the public works. And pretty much I'm the graffiti abatement person.
There's specific problems you guys tend to run away, or
usually
does it take a while?
Usually it's not. Once I receive the phone call, it gets taken care of within 24 hours.
One of our best solutions is for the people who got a ticket, instead of paying money for those tickets, that basically work their tickets off by working with the Puente City and taking off the different graffiti in the walls. And the second one is basically creating ivy landscapes in the walls, specifically more when there's more graffiti going on. So that way it can reduce the graffiti that's going on in those buildings. Okay, so for each specific solution we have pros and cons. The pros for making the people paint the graffiti off would be basically one, like they don't have to worry about the money that they don't have. Yeah, the graffiti will work. There's some relief stress like that it lowers. And the next would be like the city won't have to pay labor, as much of a labor for those who are working. Okay, the cons of making people paint down the graffiti, basically it's not their fault. Like they're basically bringing down graffiti that they did not make. So that would be basically a problem. For our second solution would be basically creating landscapes with ivy. The pros for that is basically that if the walls are covered with ivy, there's not going to be enough space for graffiti. They would make the houses look greener, and the problems of graffiti could be reduced all throughout the city. Okay, so the cons for that would be basically that there's not enough money, or people don't have enough money to actually put ivies on them. The labor would be more, so the increase of labor would increase to the fact that now they have to wait and they have to cut them every single time they're growing to. There's always going to be another wall that it's going to be available for those people to go into graffiti, so that would actually solve the problem at all.
To fight graffiti, our best solution was to build a graffiti wall in La Puente Park. This is our best solution because it will help eliminate graffiti in our community, and because it will be located in a public area, there will be public safety. A graffiti wall is a wall where it's open to the public and they can show their artistic side, and it would be legalized and they wouldn't be featured. To be able to build our graffiti wall, it would be 139 feet wide, 12 feet high, which will include the materials using concrete, which will cost $15,000, and labor work, which will take 2 weeks, and that would be $40,000 of labor work. And the total cost of everything to build it would be $75,850, which is approximately about how much it will take to clean up the mess.
In conclusion, we think that graffiti in La Puente lowers the reputation of the city. The proof we provided are that the majority of the people we surveyed agreed with us that it is a bit of a problem in the city, and the pictures we provided too show some examples of the type of graffiti we want to remove. And our best solution was to build a graffiti wall where all the graffiti artists and the people that do graffiti can come and tag without it being illegal, and diminish the graffiti around the city to a particular area.
So in order for a solution to be possible, there has to be a petition. In that petition, they're going to explain everything of what the wall is, the pros, the cons, and there's going to be a section where they're going to be asking for donations. So there's not a specific amount for them to donate, but whatever they could get for donation is going to go towards the wall, and the other part that is not paid yet is going to be falling back taxes. Okay, so our goal is to come up with $75,850. Already includes the workers, so that's our goal. After all that money is gathered, the city is going to be responsible for hiring all the people that are going to make our solution possible. Okay, so currently there is things being done to try to reduce the graffiti in La Puente. Like the guy we interviewed it early on, Jose, he's responsible for clearing up the graffiti within 24 hours. And yes, this solution is successful, but at the same time, every time they take it down, there's more people, and then they have to redo it in the same wall, so it doesn't really solve it. Our solution is better because everyone's gonna have that one section to go and graffiti, would do whatever they want. They could draw, little kids could go and draw. No one's gonna be bugging them, or they're not gonna get caught for doing it. They wouldn't be afraid to show their artistic side, and that will benefit a lot of City La Puente because businesses and like schools have graffiti on them, so we actually respect in the community.
What is your opinion about graffiti? Graffiti is bad. It uglies the view of the city. Also, where there's graffiti, there's a lot of bandits that hang out together. I believe it's great that those bandits who get caught pay a fine for their actions. Do you think that building a graffiti wall will be a good idea? Yes, it will, because they will be able to draw or do whatever they want, but specifically in that wall without affecting anyone or their property. Do you believe graffiti in La Puente is a problem? Yes. Do you think a wall specifically for graffiti would be a good idea? In my opinion, no. Why? Because it looks bad that a wall is full of graffiti. Do you believe that by the wall being legal, it will influence all the kids who come to the park to start drawing on the walls? Yes, because a lot of us parents don't like our kids to be drawing on the walls, and if they see people writing on them, the kids are gonna go back home and start drawing on the walls. I really think it's a really bad idea.
Wenn sie heiraten will und nach 3 Tagen chillen schon dein ganzes Haus und deine Leihwagen will ja, doch das will ich mich nicht trauen, man, das weiß ich genau, denn davor hau ich ab und sie run away wie kann. Und dann lauf ich wohin ist noch offen, am besten nur weit, weit weg, vielleicht Washington. Ja, und diese Frau war verrückt, denn sie hat mich erdrückt. Schreit Grow, komm zurück, doch ich schlüpf gerade in die Airlies und verliebt. Mach den iPod an und alles was ich höre ist